What is going on, traders? Welcome back to the Traveling Trader. Happy Thursday to you. So today I wanted to go over why we might be due for a short-term rally on Bitcoin. Remember, we're still within this long descending channel, a trend that's still valid since June. And then I'll go over Tesla and how we made over 400% on a Tesla call option. For those that aren't adept at trading options yet, on the spot market, Tesla is up 21% over the last couple of weeks since we jumped in. So I'll go over that and let us get right into it. So looking at Bitcoin here, the reason that we might be due for a short-term rally is because Bitcoin has been making a habit of forming these double bottom patterns that you see here within this descending channel. So we have a descending channel. It's obviously confirmed. It's confirmed as hell. We've hit support and resistance so many times now since June, right? It's one of the longest trending patterns that Bitcoin has had recently. So once we hit support, right, we tend to make these double bottoms here, and these double bottoms propel Bitcoin's price to the resistance level. You see it here, you see it here. So this was back in July, this was back in August. You see it here between September and October, and you see it again between November 25th when we made a low of 6,500 and yesterday's candle where we made a low of 64.25, right? So we have this double bottom here. Now, the one caveat to this is the 21 EMA, this white line here. Let me just hide the moving averages and you'll see more clearly what I'm talking about. So the white line right here is the 21 EMA, right? The exponential moving average. So right now, this is currently and clearly a roadblock for Bitcoin. However, it has formed the double bottoms that it needed. It just needs to pierce above the 21 EMA to continue a rally. So if we close above the 21 EMA on the daily, and obviously, you know, for those that are more conservative or waiting for, you know, further confirmation, would wait for a close. Others would wait for a breakout. But crypto is a very wicky market in general, so you could wick above the 21 EMA and come back down. That's why I like to wait for closes in most cases. So the 21 EMA, if we can close above that, then there is a viable and very plausible rally to at least the resistance of this descending channel, which currently sits between 8,300 and 8,400. So for me, a very low risk, high reward play would be to execute a leveraged long, right? Either on BitMEX, Binance Margin, Bybit, whatever the hell you use, a leveraged long at a close above, I would say 7,500 to be safe. And if it closes above that, then you can execute a leveraged long with the plan of taking profit at around 8,300 or wherever it suits you. I mean, a lot of people have different profit goals, right? So certain traders want to make double-digit percentage points profit at the least. So they might set a trailing stop at anything above 10%, whatever the case is. You know, whatever kind of trader you are, this is just a low risk, high reward scenario that I'm presenting to you. And the reason that it's low risk is because you could set your stop limit right below the 21 EMA. So this is something that I'm sending out in the trade alerts, and I'm giving you this as a freebie, of course. But if you want access to the trade alerts, link is in the description where I'll send out the details of all of these levels. But you could see here the 21 EMA that the last, you know, several double bottoms that we saw. So we've had 4 in this channel, including the current one. But every time we pop above the 21 EMA, it continues its rally to resistance or close to it. So that's why you could set a stop limit safely below the 21 EMA once we close above it, right? Because you can then make an assumption, a logical and studied assumption that if we fall below the 21 EMA, then that play is probably no longer valid. Remember, trend is your friend until the end. Now, can we break above this resistance? Of course, eventually we can. As a matter of fact, the most likely break of a descending channel is a break to the upside. However, Bitcoin has a tendency, a very annoying tendency, I should add, of trading sideways or within a pattern for a very long time. So it really could be 2021, maybe mid-2021, before we see any kind of real rally. Who knows? I don't care about time. What I really care about are levels and trends. So That is the current trend that Bitcoin is in. And obviously a break to the downside of this pattern here would invalidate this pattern and would signify a potentially dangerous reversal up ahead, which would then alert you to exit out into cash if need be, or whatever, mitigating strategies that you currently have in your toolbox. But that's why we draw patterns. It's so that you can have a frame of reference for your trades and know where to exit and enter, because without a plan, you might as well just trade blindly. But if that's the case, then go to Vegas. It's a lot funner. The drinks are free, at least for now. And you'll probably have a lot better time than sitting in front of your computer gambling on a chart. So anyway, so with that, that's why Bitcoin, I think, and obviously you have other indicators like the MACD that looks like it might be curling upwards. The VFI as well looks like it's ready for a potential bounce. And we got the best volume yesterday that we have in almost a month. Yesterday's volume on Bitcoin specifically was the best volume that we've seen in almost a month. So that is my short-term outlook on Bitcoin. Tesla. So Tesla has been going ape shit over the last couple of weeks. We made 21.5% is what Tesla gained over the last couple of weeks. However, if you did engage in an options trade, right? And for those of you that don't know how to trade options, Thinkorswim, which is TD Ameritrade's platform, has a very solid paper trading platform for options. You can, practice your options trade. As a matter of fact, a long time ago when I started with options, almost a decade ago, this is exactly what I used for 3 months before I ever committed a single dollar in the market. But Thinkorswim's options platform is second to none in my opinion. And so an options trade on Tesla, the call option way back when, the $330 call option, which Tesla is now, $364. This netted us almost 400% since we bought it. We bought it when it was almost $15, and it's currently trading at, if you look at the 330 call option that expires January 3rd, this is currently $77, right? So a massive gain on Tesla. Obviously, I wouldn't hold it until expiration because, as you see with options, the longer that you hold something, right, time decay plays a factor. So if you're up a good amount, you'll definitely want to take profits or exit when your profit-taking goals have been satisfied. And if you are confused by options and really want to learn it, because it's just a great way to take advantage of the markets, especially with high-priced stocks, right? So if you look at something like Amazon, for instance, Amazon is trading at almost $1,800. So really, how many shares of Amazon can the average trader, especially if you're beginning, but even if you're not a beginner, like even somebody that's been in trading for a long time, like me, it doesn't seem like an attractive play for me to buy Amazon on the spot market. There's, some other stocks that are priced more reasonably where you can buy, hundreds of shares, but buying Amazon, I would much rather trade Amazon options, than buy $1,800 shares of Amazon. So for instance, if you look at this call option on Amazon, $17.87, right? If the strike price is $17.87, that option will cost you $23 for a single option, right? So $23 for a single option, but each option allows you to control 100 shares. So you have to multiply this by 100. So each option will cost you $2,300 at this strike price, at this expiration on Amazon, versus if you try to buy 100 shares at $17.87, that's going to cost you over $1 million, almost 1.8 million to be exact. So anyway, just a little intro to options. I will be probably in 2020 releasing an options course. I've been asked about this countless times. Also through the one-on-ones, I've trained so many folks on our Discord community on how to trade options. And if you want access to the one-on-ones, I take a handful of students really every month, and those spots fill up fast. I don't have any spots for December. I might have a couple opening up for January. So hit me up on the Discord if you want one-on-one training. Obviously, if you're not interested in options and you're just interested in general trading or crypto or stocks or whatever, it really is based on what it is that you're trying to learn or what knowledge you're trying to gain as it relates to trading. So it's really tailored to whatever it is that you want to learn. And if you want access to the trade alerts, and I am opening up a separate channel for options. I used to do it in the stock trade alerts or in the chat itself, but I will be opening up a dedicated channel for options because I'm getting more and more requests for that. So sign up if you want access to the trade alerts. You get access to the stock and crypto trade alerts. You're also automatically entered into a 0.03 Bitcoin drawing that I do at the beginning of every month. It's done completely randomly. I also do a group voice chat where I host a voice chat and go over all of your questions that you have related to trading in general, stocks, charting, technical analysis, options, coins, whatever. So it's a really good value. Sign up if you want access to that. Same link is in the description. Leave a thumbs up if you got anything out of this video. Leave a comment if you have a question, comment, agreement, disagreement. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Stay safe out there, traders. Peace.